Hello, everyone. I have Carrie Engelbrecht here joining us. She is our Heartland WICT membership director, and she has joined us to spend a little time talking about her very interesting background that she brings. She has a lot of experiences and a lot to tell us about what the WICT program has brought to her. I've had the opportunity to chat with her a bit, and I think you're going to enjoy some of these stories. So I do want to jump right in. Carrie, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So the first question I do have is, tell us a little bit about that interesting backstory. Tell us about what brought you to the WICT program and what it's brought for you.
Sure. So I started at Cox about 4 years ago, and being the new kid, I was looking for ways to get more engaged and try to get involved and just learn more about the company as a whole. My day job is a little bit siloed, so I could potentially go quite a while without engaging with other people, and I didn't want that for myself. I wanted to get as much out of it, my experience, as I could. So one of the things that the timing was really, really good. There was a mentoring program that was kicking off for the chapter, and I went ahead and applied for that, and I was accepted into the program, and I got paired up with Kristen Peck, who's the VP of Public Affairs for the Central Region. And she was just amazing. She really changed my life and my career path. She gave me some really great advice and helped guide me into, where I'm at now, which is being part of the board and getting tapped on the shoulder to do all kinds of extra or special projects. So it's been a really wild and fun ride so far.
No, that's awesome. You had mentioned one of the projects that you were in charge of, or that you had the opportunity to take control of when we were discussing earlier. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. The innovation program?
Yes, sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, 3 years ago, I had gotten my confidence up after being here for a little while and kind of getting my bearings. So I had gotten my confidence up, and I submitted an idea to the innovation program, which is a workshop that takes place in Atlanta. It's a 2-day workshop, really intense. They teach you the process to innovate, what it takes to be an innovator, not necessarily just do you have a great idea, but how do you put this idea or any idea through the same process to see if it's going to work out and see if it's going to be something that's worthwhile to invest in, or if it's something that just needs to end there. And so my idea got accepted. I was able to go and participate in it the first year just as a participant, and then I was asked back the last 2 years to help co-teach it. So that was one of the really awesome experiences that I feel like came from, maybe not directly from my experiences with WICT, but definitely as a byproduct.
That's fantastic. That's amazing. No, like I said, those types of background stories, those types of experiences, that's what this is all about. So what would you say, if I were to put you on the spot, what would you say is your favorite thing about being a WICT member or the WICT program?
So I will say I have two. First, I'll say what my favorite thing is about being on the board for WICT. It is a safe space to learn and to fumble and fail. It has been such a great place for me to kind of start to harness my leadership skills and definitely do things the wrong way, but then figure it out, and kind of take the training wheels off and then go for it again. Everyone on the board is just they're all great leaders. And so you really feel like you have to rise to the occasion just to stay with them. And so that's my favorite thing about being on the board. My favorite thing about being a WICT member is it's just this unique group of people brought together across a really big geographical area, and we all have something in common. And so it's not just the webinars or the trainings or the programming that's available, but it's the people. Like, the members of WICT Heartland they're just incredible people. And I've never been to any WICT event or joined any online webinar where I didn't learn something and have fun doing it. So it's just been an overall really great experience.
Couldn't agree more. I think I've dabbled in some of those, and the people are amazing, and just everything that it comes with it, it's fantastic. So good deal. Well, so what about outside of work? Would you mind sharing a little bit about your interests or hobbies or family or anything that you're willing to share?
Yeah, sure. So I have a 14-year-old son. who is 14. He's great. He's still sweet, and probably smarter than me already. But yeah, he's wonderful. His name's Chandler, and then my husband Andrew, and then yeah, I mean, outside of that, I love crafts, as you can probably tell from behind me. All of my craft supplies up there on the cabinet. But and then I play billiards professionally. I have for several years now. It's something that was a way to take my mind off of life at first, and then it became this thing that I was like, oh, I'm kind of good at this. Maybe I can be, maybe I can play and win some. And then it became this almost second job for a while. So then I had to learn how to play a different sport so that I could take my mind off of things, right? Because pool didn't do that anymore. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I do all kinds of stuff. I have way too many hobbies.
That's great. I need to pick up one or two of those and really watch out for you if I'm ever around a pool table. I have no idea what's on those walls, but I'm sure everything's useful. But it kind of expresses, kind of what you do and what you bring to the table, your hobby. So good deal. So as we finish up and close it up, if there was words of wisdom or a phrase or any type of encouragement you'd give to the WICT members, what would it be?
To seek out the benefits that come with your membership. There are so many resources out there, so many online webinars that have been pre-recorded or resources from previous leadership conferences, and the content is just incredible. There's a lot to learn from it, and it's all available with your WICT membership online. And we actually, as a chapter, we have a YouTube channel. Our WICT Heartland has a YouTube channel, and there are some really short videos out there that will walk you through how to access and utilize those benefits. So that would be my biggest piece of advice. And then my other, outside of, just being a member, advice is to sign up and raise your hand for things. Ask for things that you want, because the worst thing that you're going to hear is no. And if you don't ask at all, the answer is definitely no. So raise your hand. It can't hurt.
Going to be more true. And I'm going to have to check out the YouTube videos. I haven't checked those out yet. So thank you again for taking the time to meet with us to discuss you and what you bring, and then all the experiences that came with it.